All right, so I took my kids to go to Carrabba's in Hendersonville, Tennessee. There we were walking in, and as we're walking in, there's this little girl and her mom there. Little girl had taken a couple of these rocks that are sitting in this bucket that hold this sign for this Subway sandwich shop. Basically, it's saying that it's reserved, that parking spot is reserved for that shop, so they can make sure that they at least have room for their customers as well. Since it's a little bit of a strip mall, there's several things. There's a nutrition place and obviously Carrabba's. So anyway, she's just standing around and letting this girl take these rocks and throw them around on the ground. And I don't know what the heck she's doing. She checks her watch quite a little bit, like she's bored or waiting for somebody. But for her daughter's entertainment, she just lets her daughter play around with these rocks. And she just keeps taking the rocks out and throwing them on the ground. And I suppose that's harmless fun on the surface. But, you know, what eventually ends up happening is pretty annoying. And I just don't understand the mindset of somebody doing this. Just doesn't make any sense to me. So the little girl, I don't know, maybe 18 months. She's walking around. They walk away. You can see them there in the reflection in the glass. And I don't know, maybe a minute and a half, couple minutes go by, and here they come again. You can see them in the reflection, and now they come into view. She's got other rocks, and she's throwing those around. She's going right back to that bucket, tossing them on the ground. Woohoo! Look at how much fun this is. Yay! You know, Walmart's right behind here. Go buy the kid a freaking toy. Why you gotta let her play with the rocks? Again, though, could be just harmless fun. Let her play. As long as she's gonna pick them up, right? Put them away. You're not gonna leave them there. You know, so she's not hurting anything, not damaging anything. I don't totally see the harm in it. But that's a strange way to let your kid be entertained. But what eventually happens annoys me. I don't know it until I am looking at this footage. And you'll find out in a little bit the only reason that I decided that I should look at the footage and see exactly how this played out. There she is, just playing around with the rocks. There, look at that. Pick up a couple of them, put them back in the bucket. Look, that's how we do it. We play with something, and when we're done, we put it away. So that is looking promising. Until it's like, nah, I think I'll take them out and throw them back on the ground again. Screw this putting them away crap. It's a lot more fun just yanking them out and throwing them down to the ground by the fistful. More. Let's get more. Let's just take more and put them on the ground. Now this family comes out. This little kid's like, hey, this looks like fun. Look at these rocks on the ground. And this mom's like, nope, don't touch it. We're going, nope. I'm going to pick you up and be a responsible parent and not let my kids just play around with rocks and throw rocks down on the ground. So she's got a couple rocks. She's knocking them together. She almost had a play friend. What's she going to do? She's going to throw it and hit my Hummer with them. You can actually hear her hitting my truck with these freaking rocks. Now, I don't know what mom's saying right here, but she's not doing anything to stop it.
Parking mode on.
So when I was watching the playback of this, I was like, what in the heck? I went out to look. I didn't really see any damage on my vehicle. But look, what are you doing? You're letting this kid go and freaking throw rocks at somebody's vehicle. So look, she's bending over, picks up a couple and running off to get this kid who is obviously the one in charge. The mom's not in charge here. So, I don't know, it's almost 2 minutes, and then they come walking by. And they walk out of frame, and that is the last we see of them. They just left all the freaking rocks. So here, we have a family coming up maybe about 40 seconds later, and the dad is pointing out all the rocks all over the ground. And look at him. He's like, what the heck is that? Hopefully he's teaching his kids that that's not the thing you do. I do notice there's a coffee cup crushed over there. Somebody should have picked that up. That shouldn't just sit there. But anyway, even that guy noticed it. And now you have a guy getting off. Like, I don't know, this could be about 45 minutes later. He comes walking out. He's done working at the sub shop. And wait, what are these freaking rocks doing on the ground? He goes back to tell the employees, saying, look at this. Somebody freaking threw rocks out of the bucket all over the place. And obviously he's thinking, I've got to pick them up. Or you guys are going to have to pick them up. Or somebody's going to have to pick them up. Because obviously that freaking mother isn't going to have her child do it. And I don't blame the child. Totally blame the mother. As I watched this guy walk away, I was hoping that he wasn't going to trip on those rocks. So he leaves. And a little while later, finally, I come back out with my family and my children and see all those rocks all over the place. They know exactly what happened because we saw what was happening when we were going in. And without being asked, they instantly just start picking up all the rocks. Those are my kids, guys. I'm proud of my kids. Yeah, but that's uncool. That's a bad parent right there. That's a bad parent. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah.
She sat there and watched her do it and then walked off and left them all on the ground?
She told her to do it the first.
Yeah, she told her to grab the rocks.
She was, look at the rocks. Why don't you grab one? And
Am I right or am I right? Like a good parent, even if she
Right.
lets her do that, it's just okay. Now we pick them up and put them away, and we teach the kid that it's time to put it away now.
Mm-hmm.